Welcome. It's been a minute. So today we're going to take a look at a G-scale hopper, as you know. But this is a Piko product. I want to make sure I get the number right. This is Piko item 30065. And this is not something you can go buy your normal retailer. This was a custom run. Check this out, of Burlington Northern covered. I am not used to filming in this room or on my computer, so here we think I'm doing this right. Thanks for bearing with me. But this is a Burlington Northern covered hopper from Piko. As I was saying, it is a custom run, so an interested party, in this case, Reindeer Pass Hobbies in Oklahoma. They thought their customers would really want this piece. They thought there was a need, and they committed to a certain number. I don't know that number. I got a couple ideas when I found out about the custom runs and stuff. I got a couple. The gear, my business head gears started turning, so whatever. But they committed to buying X amount of these from Piko, and in exchange, they are the exclusive place you can buy this. And I don't believe there are any other Burlington Northern decorated products from Piko. I can't think of a Burlington Northern boxcar or anything else like that they've had over the years. So I think this is the only thing. You can order it online from Reindeer Pass, and this is the cool part. There's 4 different road numbers. So that's I just got the one. I didn't buy all 4, and there are 4 different road numbers to choose from. Right now they're selling them for $99 a piece. I actually bought this back last fall. I think it was still $99 or maybe $109 or something then. But I finally got around to cleaning my basement and going through all my trains and organizing things, and now I'm talking about this, and it came out of its box for the first time in 8 months. So anyway, so if you go to Reindeer Pass Hobbies, just Google them. They're in Oklahoma. This is on the homepage. And what's cool is, like I said, there's 4 different road numbers. They're $99 each, but if you want to buy all 4, I believe it's $369. So you get a 10% discount if you want all 4, and you make a train of B&N covered hoppers. Piko did. I found out about this because Piko, they do those monthly product announcement videos, and they mentioned this in sometime last fall, and I remember I bought it. They were the Reindeer Pass. I'd never purchased from them before. I usually buy from. Here we go. I usually buy from like Train World, like a lot of you guys, RDL sometimes. Upland, I've bought stuff from Upland, and there's probably 1 or 2 others I'm forgetting, but that's where most of my stuff comes from. If I don't find it at a store, I had up in Cleveland, we had a place called Jandel, which was a flower shop. But he also sold trains. Like, that was a really good mix of store. I don't know, but the guy he was getting pretty old. He retired, so that closed. That was my big Piko retailer in the area. There's a cool, I'm in between Cleveland and Pittsburgh. I'm near Youngstown, so in Pittsburgh there's a Hobby Express. They always have some Piko products, but out past Pittsburgh, I think it's I'm not super familiar with Pittsburgh yet, so if I get something wrong, you'll excuse me, but it's like this home and garden store. I think the town is Greenburgh. It's a little past Pittsburgh, and I took a drive out there once, and it was kind of rural. It took me like an hour and a half to get there from where I live, and oh man, did they have a lot of Piko, a lot of LGB. He doesn't sell online that I know of, so you have to go to the store. But if you're in driving distance of Pittsburgh, it's worth the drive. He had a lot of Piko, like new old stock and stuff like that. So I got some older stuff that you just can't find anymore. maybe on eBay or something, but he had it brand new. So, and the prices were fair. So that's where I generally go for, like if I'm looking for Piko or LGB. But anyway, as you can normally expect from Piko, the printing is really crisp. I know some of you guys have a complaint with like the proportions and accuracy of some of their products. That doesn't really bother me. I mean, I feel much like with LGB. I think we're getting a representation, not like a scale model. And for my purposes, I'm okay with that. Those of you that are like, hey, it has to be 1/29th and the we call them rivet counters, and it has to be. I understand that, and I actually have to work to control my OCD to keep from doing that. And I'm not knocking anyone that likes to be that detailed, but I try to keep it with my trains because I know I could go that route. But just to keep it enjoyable to myself, and I don't get all cray or anything, I gotta keep it loose. So, that's one reason I really like Piko. They tend to be affordable. Everything I've got from them has always been well made, and it all looks nice, and I don't have to worry about a little piece of wire ladder or something break it off. It's okay to handle it, not roughly, and it's not a toy, but I'm not worried about breaking anything. I'm very okay with this. So I think it's really cool. Reindeer Pass did a custom run of something. Now, if you watch Mr. Pictovid's channel, and if you've found my channel, I'm sure you've seen his. He does a live stream about once a month. And I apologize, I'm forgetting the name of the live stream. But if you're subscribed to his channel, you'll see the live stream. But he had Jonathan Meador from Piko on in July. And he mentioned, maybe there's less than 5,000 guys doing G-scale right now. And that's like active hobbyist. And I just didn't realize it was that low. And that's a shame. And that really kind of made me think, well, and he got into this in the video, which I'm really glad he explained some of the business of how they choose what to manufacture and stuff like that, because, you got a fairly limited audience, and, well, how do you, the subject on the live stream came up of the Piko camelbacks, which I love. I always thought camelbacks were ugly, but it's really, the Piko Santa Fe camelback has really, really grown on me. And by the way, this opens up. I haven't opened this yet before, so I'm going to be careful because it's been closed for a long time. There we go. Just had to pull in the right spot. So this opens up. You can take the covered part off, and it can just be a regular open hopper. Piko sells the coal loads that go in. They look really good. They're usually, you can find them for maybe $15, something like that. So, and it just goes right back on top, just like that. And voila, you have a covered hopper. But so we got on the subject of, it's like, well, how do you, when you're deciding what products to manufacture and what railroads to decorate for and stuff like that, it's a tough decision when you only maybe have 5,000 or so active people in the hobby. Sorry about the cat. Hey, you're just gonna have to wait till I'm done with the video. So I think Reindeer Pass, at least in their area, they must have in Oklahoma, there's a lot of BNSF, so they probably had some people requesting covered hoppers, and if it's something you need and you're willing to put up the cash and make a commitment, they will make it. So that's good to know. I think that's because if you make something for I get it. Like make something for a very regional railroad, that's not going to have a broad appeal to people all over the country. So, but I mean, and even apparently something like BNSF, big as they are, that I don't see a lot of that out here in Ohio. When I lived in California, different story, obviously. So, but as is the case with Piko products, normally this is well made. It's a cool representation, maybe not an exact scale thing, but it looks very cool. I have several other hoppers. I have a Santa Fe covered hopper. I have a Southern Pacific. I think I have one other. I can't remember which one, but they're all. It's the same as all those, and the paint is very crisp, and clearly they got the green correct and all that stuff. So this probably look nice on your railroad if you're in Burlington Northern.